little hard sometimes to rest, unwind. Holla if you're here because you want to leave your stress behind. Getting into overload, don't lose your flow. Holla if you're here because you wanna bury your sorrow in a vibe, honey. All of your troubles don't seem so amplified, 'cause inside we're brave, can't take you over, deplete your appetite. That's a vibe, honey. We got the specialist beat secret supply. We put it down, and they'll be telling us, yeah, yeah. Spinning on the vibe, bro. We live and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out the hyper, yeah, yeah. Spinning on the vibe, bro. We live and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out the, yeah. And you'll be singing, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You'll be singing, oh, yeah, in no time. Like I don't wanna go, like I don't wanna go, go, go home. I don't wanna be singing, oh, yeah. You'll be singing, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, like I don't wanna go, yeah, yeah. Get out here. It's a little hard sometimes to feel the quiet. Holla if you're settling, we'll let it spin whenever tired. Getting into overload, don't lose your flow. Holla if you're here because you wanted us to take control with the vibe, honey. All of your troubles don't seem so amplified, 'cause inside we're brave, can't take you over, deplete your appetite. That's a vibe, honey. We got the specialist beat secret supply. We put it down, and they'll be telling us, yeah, yeah. Spinning on the vibe, bro. We live the light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note.
Well, welcome in everybody to round number 14 of the ENSCAR Championship. Of course, that means it is championship race time live tonight from Homestead, Miami. Well, none other joining me in the comms box than the man himself, Mr. Carl Nedler. Carl, mate, welcome in to championship race time.
Yeah, 13 weeks of ENSCAR action has led to this, Brad. Welcome in viewers, race fans, everyone. We are, excuse me, looking forward to championship evening here, where we, like you say, Brad, at Homestead Miami, where we're hosting ENSCAR for the chase, where the 5 drivers are competing for the chase final, and those plate drivers, which I think there's about 6 of them that are going for that plate championship. So, no, I think tonight has been scripted to be quite an exciting evening, and I'm looking forward to it, Brad. I mean, we're just going to work our way into this excitement and build up to lap 130 or whatever it is we're doing here tonight. And I hope we raise the roof and just bring this place down tonight.
Yeah, absolutely hoping for an absolute ripper race tonight. Championship race. It doesn't get any better than this, like you say, 13 weeks down, and we've come to this man on the screen at the moment. No doubt in my mind about it, Carl, your championship favourite coming into tonight. He has been in red hot form, 6 wins so far this championship, and well, currently sits on top of the championship table. Of course, we will get those up on screen for you right now. The current situation coming in to tonight, if I can find that there. Not that one. Looks like I haven't updated that by the looks of things, so that's a bit of a slack start, Carl. But of course, 5 drivers in the mix tonight, mate, and Dilworth, one of those, teammate alongside him, Corey Crossan. He has worked his way also into a chance to take this out tonight, Carl. Also, he is in here now. Couldn't find him earlier, but he's in the house. Xavier Simmons, the lone fast lane racer tonight that has qualified for that top 5. And then, of course, those 2 drivers who basically came out of absolutely nowhere last couple of weeks, Carl. Matt Pluck and the man himself, Hayden Kirk, locking themselves in to the top 5 race when all looked dead and gone for them.
Yeah, like I say, a lot unfolded in that round of 10, which is good, and that's what we love to see through this chase sort of format of playoffs racing here. But no, look, yep, Dilworth is, like you're saying before, Brad, would probably be everyone's pick and the favourite, and the bookies would probably have him on top. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, championship night can do funny things, and it can cook up funny things as well. But all through the VRA season, I was singing this man's praises, and he's managed to get himself into the round of 5 after some pretty bad luck at parts of the season. I'm putting my hedging my bets on Xavier Simmons to take out the 2024 Season 2 SMNZ ENSCAR Championship tonight. That's, I think, where my money's going.
How is this? How is this, Carl? Ben Doherty, the Pink Panther, has gone top of the timing charts and put himself on pole position. Welcome in, Luke and Tomo. Good to have you in the chat. But mate,
Yeah,
How is that?
he was showing a bit of displeasure towards how slick the track is, and referring to someone spilling KY jelly on the track. So, hey, look, Ben, if you are listening in, it can't be that bad if you've just put it on pole, mate. So, there's obviously enough grip there for you.
Of course, yeah.
But anyway,
saw in the chat earlier too, Mr. Our defending back-to-back champion Bryce Harding, of course, missed out on the top 5, but mate, he was in the chat earlier saying he's starting off the back of the race, and every caution we get, well, he's going to finish the drink he currently has, and hopefully every time we get a caution, then it's a full bottle just to make it interesting for us.
He's lucky I'm not racing because I'd be causing a caution every lap if I could.
Too right. Too right. See what sort of state you can get him in before this one's over. But, well, Carl, without further ado, let's check out our starting lineup for our championship race tonight. And, of course, row number 1, it is going to be that man we're just speaking about, Ben Doherty, out of 1, lining up next to his outside. It is a championship favourite, Luke Dilworth.
Starting out of row number 2, we have from KSR George Elliott, and my pick tonight from Fastlane is Xavier Simmons.
Out of row number 3, it will be Corey Crossan lining up next to Wayne Van Biljon.
From row number 4, we have Hayden Kirk and Chris Cole-Trickle Robertson.
Out of row number 5, it'll be Paul McKenzie lining up next to Caleb Beecroft.
From row number 6, we have Luke Bradley and Craig Corbett.
Out of row 7, it'll be Luke Yeager lining up next to Michael Kemp.
From row number 8, we have Cam James and Justin Allen.
Out of row number 9, it'll be Kyle Matthews lining up next to Matt Clark.
Starting out of row number 10, we have none other than Deepak Gregory and Ant Green.
Out of row number 11, it's going to be Julian Westbury lining up next to Peter Rothmans.
Starting out of row number 12, we have Thomas McEwen and Jordeep Stubbs.
Out of row number 13, it'll be R.C. Brown lining up next to Scott Kinton.
Out of row 14, we have Matt Blee, and in the Collins Automotive number 72, Jamie Big Pop Yanma.
Out of row number 15, it'll be Barry Neal lining up next to the 61 of Willie McClune.
From row number 16, we have the defending back-to-back champion Bryce Harding and Marty Mitchell.
I'll tell you what, Carl, that will line up the field for the final time this season. Who is it going to be? Who will take this championship out? Get your predictions in the chat. That's still going for about another 20 odd minutes. Pick your driver, and I tell you what, Carl, it's about time that we went racing here at Homestead, Miami. ENSCAR Championship race underway.
Here we go, we're underway, Brad. Yeah, I'm just getting my pick into the prediction on the live chat there we have. As we see Ben Doherty just cruise out to the lead of the race here. But folks, if you're tuning in to Championship Night, we'll just get this out of the way nice and early. If you're wondering who we're talking to, come and get involved in the live chat on Brad's Twitch, THD_Brad. Get amongst that poll. Chuck your points on the line. Have a chat with us. Just get involved in tonight and make it a good one. And come hit that follow button. But as we get back to racing, we're seeing George Elliott down the bottom with Wayne Van Biljon with a rather. He would be rather happy with his qualifying efforts tonight up to row 3 as we see a car go down to the inside of the track on the back stretch there, Brad. That being Cam James.
Yeah, looks like he's managed to get that thing back under control. So it saves us from a early caution here at Homestead, Miami. You've got to love that. Of course, Carl, shout out to our round sponsor and of course season-long sponsor, Active Plus Howick, for sponsoring basically the whole championship and tonight's round. Can't be done without these guys getting on board, so the help is appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely, and obviously, yeah, I mean, you can't thank Active Health enough, and like you say, Brad, all those sponsors in the weeks gone by. You know, from week 1 to week 14, it's good to see people getting on board and supporting the series and seeing where the series has come from and to where we are now, as we're seeing Dilworth work it down on the paint there to get the job done on Ben Doherty. But Doherty might just have the edge down that straightaway, Brad, to keep his position, and he does. But yeah, no, look, it's good to see so many people getting behind the community and the series, Brad, and even the viewers tuning in every Wednesday to watch ENSCAR. It just shows how much people want it and how much people enjoy it from driving and spectating, and it just goes to show. Just goes to prove that what's happening behind the scenes at SMNZ and the way that they're running the league is obviously a proven method and the recipe's working, Brad.
Yeah, too right. We talk about some of the stats that we've had this season, and man, the biggest thing for ENSCAR this season, I feel, is 38 is the average numbers for starters this round. Of course, tonight a little bit down. I believe we started 32 cars, so still for a final round of a championship, the numbers are very impressive as far as people turning up for the series, and hopefully we see next season the numbers grow again.
Inside backstretch there, Brad. Looked like a car from the inside, so I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
I'm just going a bit wide there.
Yeah, there seems to be something in the background, but yeah, no, you're not wrong. And to touch on the fact that we've still got 30 cars on a finale night, and again, like I say, it just comes back to obviously the recipe's working, and people enjoy it and want to run and see this value and everything. And just as we see Xavier making a nice little run here and behind Dilworth.
And I tell you what, the one man to keep an eye on, Carl, Matt Clark, had a great start to this one. He sees himself now up to the top 5, of course one of the championship contenders, so now has moved up to P5 as Hayden Kirk starts dropping back a few positions.
Yeah, but no, I mean, we've been co-commentating, I want to say, season 2 of the last couple of years together, Brad, and we've seen, not just over the last couple of years, but the last 4 or 5 seasons, we've seen such a strong contingent of drivers just fronting up all season long and right through till Dilworth in the wall, right through the whole season. So it's really good to see that there's a healthy competition, and we saw a little bit of a drop off in VRA towards the end of the season come championship night, slightly disappointing, but and we saw some good racing throughout the season, so hopefully like this sort of flows into this sort of NASCAR community within New Zealand that we're doing between SMNZ and some of the Xfinity stuff with VRA, sort of hopefully that flows over to what they're trying to achieve as well, because that'd be good, like seeing full fields of racing on championship nights, what you want to see, it's what we want to commentate, it's what the punters want to watch, it's what these guys want to race with and get good hard battles. So no, I think it's all in good stead.
Yeah, too right, certainly is. And you mentioned season number 6 for ENSCAR, of course, 4 previous champions to go with that, and well, Hederscheid, that man Dan Hederscheid taking out season number 1. And then we went to Toby Stent, of course, took out season 2, Matt Pluck claiming season 3, and then we had back-to-back champion Bryce Harding. And, of course, Harding missed out on the championship chase this season,
Yeah,
but
slow.
just trying to find where he is in the standings.
Slight curveballs we see, for Harding to miss out, but this is tight racing up front here with Simmons and Dilworth and Doherty. Corey Crossan just looks like he's holding himself back off that pack just to see what happens there. But yeah, I mean, look, if we can get some nice green flag running here for the, oh no, I've just gone and cursed us. No, but if we get some nice green flag running, Brad, it's going to be kind of cool to see how strategy plays out tonight with everything on the line. No doubt we'll see some yellows at some point, but I'd really like to see this finish come down to people racing it out, really, really hard and fair, and not come down to that sort of 5-lap sprint at the end, because that would, I don't know, it can be a bit of a lottery at that point. But Xavier just looking to make a move down the outside of Doherty. He's got the run, Brad. Here we go into turns. Is 1 and 2? Yes, 1 and 2. And Doherty just nicks back up the outside.
Yeah, he's not going to make it easy for these guys tonight, that's for sure. He is probably on a mission right now to try and get these guys to use up some tyres perhaps, but Simmons putting on a bit of a charge at the moment, looking for place in the lead. Looks like possibly going to get it done this time by Carl, so new race leader Simmons.
Simmons put 10k points on him.
Yeah, I just saw that, Josh Murdens.
Yeah, man, if someone can let him know not to choke, that'd be good. Yeah, sweet. I've got 1500 on him too, so.
There you go. These two are just absolutely going at it like it's the last lap of the race. Simmons just trying to put himself into a good position early in the race. Of course, only 14 laps in. Tell you what, Doherty, he is pushing these guys right now. Doherty, of course, nothing to gain tonight, to be fair, so he's just going to try and help out Pluck, see if he can get these other front runners perhaps to move or use up some tyres and possibly a bit more fuel.
Yeah, well, that's going to be the thing is, you know, see Xavier's working that car really hard to get it straightened up. He's going to be using those tyres up to try and get the job done on Doherty here, so I don't know if he's playing a little bit of scapegoat out front for Dilworth even, you know, and trying to race Doherty in. But no, he's got the job done there on the exit of 4, so Doherty's got that run in behind, as you can see in that rear view mirror. But as these guys just sort of clash heads for the next few laps here, Braz, we've seen a little slide drop from Doherty. I want to put you on the spot here, and I want you to sort of cast your memory back through the past 13 rounds, and I want to know what if you have a moment of the season or a memory from the season that is so far.
Oh yes, there's been many, hasn't there? It's certainly been some big moments as far as the championship goes, that's for sure. But man, I think over the last couple of weeks we've perhaps seen some upset victories. So yeah, possibly Hayden Kirk, I think, taking that first round of 10 race. It's going to be up there as one of the highlights. It came from absolutely nowhere and took that race out. So, and it's got to be up there with one of the great moments of the season, I'd say. The underdog getting it done. We've seen a pretty dominant season from the Sigma guys this season. Take nothing away from them. I know they put in a hell of a lot of practice to get to where they are now, and yeah, certainly showing on the track here as we see Simmons now just giving Doherty a big push down the straight. Says maybe we can gap Dilworth a little bit.
You're not wrong. I think I'd probably follow you in on the Hayden Kirk win at the Strasbourg Designs Talladega 175. That was, obviously a man who was absolutely dead and buried, bottom on points, looking like he was about to get kicked out on from the points there and then not progress through to the championship 5, so then come out and win a race and lock himself in. You'd have to say that's probably one of the highlights of the season. And just while we're on the topic of season, the other part of the season we have running tonight, Brad, is the plate. Now my pick tonight is probably a bit more of a gut feeling. I'm sort of tending towards the Luke Jaeger camp. The last couple of seasons he's sort of been running in the Discord with us, and sort of a bit of an affiliation to that sort of VSK team that myself, Wayne and Justin have there. So rooting for Luke to try and get the job done tonight in the plate championship, that is. And I know that's a pretty closely contested points battle with about 6 guys. Whoa!
Who was that in the background there? Big moment.
Kempe? No.
No, it looks like Kempe's safe. We'll try and pick up who that was. Possibly
Thomas McEwen. Yeah, it looked like it. Looked like it. Had that sort of look. Anyway, I'm sort of rooting for Luke Jaeger to get the job done. So interesting. I think Big Pop's even a chance in that.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's only 4 points behind the current leader in that, and it's actually even with second place, I believe. So
even with Jaeger at the moment. So.
But Big Pop, he's a long way back at the moment. Currently runs P27, so he has a bit of work ahead of him. Jaeger currently runs P18.
with Bradley and P7.
Yeah,
So
Luke Bradley up in P7 at the moment. Of course, Bradley, he's been there and done that. He took out the Plate Championship just 2 seasons ago, Carl. Of course, he took out last season's Plate Championship. Luke Bradley the season before. Well, you go all the way back to Chris Brown days. He took out the inaugural Plate Championship. And a man that should be in the field, I would have thought would have been in the field tonight. Josh Galashan doesn't look like he is though. So he took out the second ever Plate Championship. Jordan Sharp no longer races in the championship. He took out the third one. So different winners every season so far in that Plate Championship, and that trend at the moment. Well, Luke Bradley, say he's in the box seat for that at the moment.
yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, look, that's probably a big reason why people are sticking around for the end of the season, Brady. You know, like you miss your chance to get into the top 16 in that chase or championship chase playoff structure. You've got a second bite at the cherry, and it actually also provides, you know, some good racing, and then you're getting, you know, you're sort of racing other guys, and you don't have to win race, like, you know, you're racing a race within a race sort of thing, and it's good fun, and it sort of keeps you wanting to come back with a purpose. So that's good. It's kind of good. And yeah, I mean, obviously you look back at last season, made a bit of a pact with you that if I won the plate competition, I'd spend 14 weeks in the college box with you. So that happened, and was had a couple of good finishes there, I think, towards the end of that season too, and had an absolute ding dong battle at Texas with Matty Pluck, where even iRacing couldn't split us.
Yeah, how good, closest ever finish in ENSCAR history. You gotta love that.
See Dilworth now just harassing the back of that fast lane, number 11 of Xavier Simmons there. So these guys still keeping it nice and tight up front as we're 26 laps green here, folks.
Yeah, it's been a great start to this race, hasn't it, Carl? Still green.
Absolutely. 26 laps green, Brad, is what we want to see, and just see some strategy coming to it, some tyre wear, let these guys sort of surge through the field that have looked after their gear, and see if these guys can hang on. And Simmons up top sort of will be putting a bit of pressure on those right side tyres. You see Matt Pluck in the background just shutting the nose off on Corey Crossan there to take 4th spot away, so he's on a bit of a move.
Yeah, and Hayden Kirk too starting to, well, sitting about where he is in 8th position, so I think he has dropped back a couple from the start, but getting into a bit of a rhythm. I know last night he didn't even have the track, Carl, so...
Yeah, I did see a comment pop up in the Discord channel about that, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, you crikey, this is... you want to get some laps in here, you know. If you want to be competitive, you need to do something. But no, it's you got a lot to unfold on 102 laps to go. So I mean, obviously there's a lot to happen from here. But yeah, these guys up front have been going pretty hard.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what sort of tyre wear they're dealing with at the moment. 28 laps in of green flag racing, and these guys are certainly, they've been pushing it out front. Doherty still looks comfortable in the lead, and Matt Pluck at the moment just trying to close down this margin to Dilworth and put himself into a position where he can possibly challenge for this championship. There's another driver that was dead and buried until he took that win last week, which basically sealed the deal for him in the top 5. So, man, when it came to the crunch time, he got it done. Of course, he is a previous championship of the of ENSCAR, champion. So he knows how to get it done. Carl, the question is, can he get it done here tonight?
Yeah, and I guess we'll find that out in 100 laps. And yeah, I don't know, sort of. I mean, I guess you could pick it, like anyone that's sort of got themselves into that top 5. I believe Brad is obviously worthy and good enough of winning this championship race. At the end of the day, they only need to beat the 4 other guys that they're racing. So, yeah, look, I mean, anything can happen. At the end of the day, we've got Dilworth, Simmons and Pluck and Crossan, all line astern. So, I mean, we're laying the foundation for an absolute ripper finish, Brad, and this is what, people come to watch and they want to tune in and see that epic finish that we've seen. So many of the epic finishes that ENSCAR's provided over the years and the season. So, I don't know, we'll just sit back and enjoy it and just take it all in and just embrace the night that is, Brad, I think.
Yeah, too right. While we have a bit of rhythm going at the moment, of course, coming up in a couple of weeks' time, Carl, I'll be running a bit of a full contact mini stock series over 6 weeks on dirt tracks. So if you haven't yet seen that, make sure you go check out my Facebook page, THD Motorsport Productions, and check out those posts on there, a lot of information on there. That is certainly going to be a bit of fun.
I hope you've booked me a slot on that already.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's open to anyone. Just once we get this league up, you're more than welcome to join and get amongst the action.
There's a few names I think I'll be putting on the dashboard of my little mini stock to climb into a few people, I think.
Yeah, hell yeah, and that's what it's all about, let blow off some steam towards the end of the year as we wind ourselves towards the end of year break, Christmas and all that. So bit of a fun series and go out there and wreck some gear. So yeah, absolutely get amongst that one.
Full contact winding people off the end of the straight, is that allowed?
Yes, absolutely it is. It is full contact. Good. Basically, mate, the only rules is you can't drive up the track the wrong way, and if your car's on its roof or cannot move, you basically have to exit out. Apart from that, mate, you can right turn, left turn, straight line, do what you like, get amongst it.
Yes. So no G registered cars in here then? Are we gonna go there before this speedway season's even started?
Yeah, well, it'd be rude not to be fair. But certainly, if you're looking to have a bit of fun, get amongst it. Yeah, there he is. There's one of them, Liam Wire in the chat. He's shown up. Bit of a G representative down there. I believe used to run in a street stop, if I'm right. If I am correct, he'll probably correct me if I'm wrong. Still on the hunt at the moment. Simmons, well and truly keeping himself in the fight. Yeah, that is it. That's right. Great class. Premier Speedway class, no doubt about that. Doherty.
Not one of my finest moments.
Oh, come on.
We've been yabbering away for 36 laps and barely talked about, we've barely been hyping up the lead of this race. We've just been talking a bit of smack, but...
Just filling the race in, mate. What are we?
Yeah,
37 laps in, yet to see a caution.
We need some of these punters to come and get in the chat and have a yak with us, or throw some abuse towards the comms box to get us revved up.
Yeah, wind us up, get amongst it. Absolutely. Absolutely, as we're just approaching 1/3 distance in the race. And the one good thing about the long green flag runs, Carl, you mentioned it earlier, is we are definitely going to see strategy come into this one. Going to see green flag stops at some point. Well, I've got my fingers crossed for those anyway. And man, as you know, anything can happen in a pit stop.
Absolutely. I'm just seeing Wayne Van Buljon sort of slip down that totem pole quite a lot. He was sort of up around P5, P6, now down as far as P14. So if you're going back and if you watch us back in time, Wayne, come on, mate.
Tell you what, Bryce Harding on a big charge at the moment, and this man here, Willie McClune, another one, look, just missed out on making the top 5, and has had an absolute ripper season. He's been there or thereabouts the whole season, but when it came to crunch time, just things didn't quite run his way, and 61 missed out. But tonight, and he is on an absolute charge at the moment, and he's probably one of the guys out there that's saying, come on, where's the yellow? I'm getting thirsty out here, fellas.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, if you can go down to that Sigma garage and pit lane, Liam, and tell them they don't actually need an excuse or a yellow to swig their beer, just start swigging anyway.
Yeah, just start getting into it. Never know, you might provide some action in the comms box as the gap starts to grow between Simmons and Pluck now. Currently up to about 1.6 seconds.
I'll tell you what, why don't you do us one better, Liam, and see if we can get a live cross in car up to the comms box. Get him to jump in the green room or something, or drag him up for a chat while they're circulating. See if the juices are flowing.
Yeah, give us something to talk about. Well, I mentioned it earlier to you, Carl, stats this season. You know, numbers growing big time as far as average cars. I mentioned that 38 starters this season, but as a total for cautions this season, we've had 84 cautions and that 307 laps. So on average, we're looking at 79% green flag running throughout these races, and as far as cautions go this season, 6.5 cautions per race. So you've got to say that surely we're going to see a caution at some stage tonight from those stats.
Yeah, well, hey, look, if you think back to my first ever call, the season that I started calling with you, Brad, we finished up at Nashville Speedway. That went green flag to checkered flag, no yellows. Don't know if you remember that, but yeah, no, that was, and then we had, haven't we had one this season where we went green flag? I mean, obviously the road course racing, but I want to say there was a race recently that it was the start of the season 1 or season 2.
I feel it was Richmond for some reason. Was it Richmond?
Yeah, maybe. I would be surprised. Oh no, that was Richmond last season, I think. Anyway, but to back up your stats that you've been toying around with, and I dare say they probably come from Wayne being an accountant and a numbers man. He would have fed you with some stats, would he?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. Hit the nail on the head.
You got it.
Spot the accountant and the mathematician. No, but hey, look, and obviously, you know, seasons gone by, up until now, every season we just see the cleanliness of racing and the tidiness and even the strength of racing and the competitiveness and all of that just keeps building season upon season. You know, we're seeing fewer yellows, cleaner racing. You know, we still get the big one now and then. You know, we need that from the commentary point of view, but I really think these guys are getting used to racing with each other and getting really clean and racing. As we've seen, we go 3-1 in Exeter 2 here with Justin Ella on the lap car.
Yeah,
just trying to hold his line. He's doing a good job of holding his line there too. So Doherty making the move down the inside. So here we go, Liam Wire gifted a sub. Gifted a sub to Ben Stillborn.
Get amongst it.
There you go. Pit lane reporter coming in trumps. But yeah, no, I think on a whole, the standard of driving and the competitiveness just keeps getting that bar keeps getting raised, and you know, and we've seen those Sigma guys do it. You know, come in last season or you know the last couple of seasons, and even this season, they've really just raised that bar and said, you know what, if this is where you want to be a championship contender, this is the sort of standard that they've gone out and set, and this is the bar, and this is where it's at, guys. Come and get us, type of thing. So, and we've seen it all season long. They came out and they stamped their authority, and they're being competitive and the ones to beat all season and through VRA. So, you know what, it's just the old adage: put the time in, and you know, you make your own luck, type of thing.
Yeah, too right. You nailed it there, and yeah, said it before. They do get a lot of practice in, and that is why they are, you know, up the pointy end of the championship. Okay, look, a few weeks ago we were talking about a top 5 race between Sigma to decide the championship, and you know, it was a bit of bad luck that we happened to drop off. Ben Stillborn, one of the guys who really stood up this season, not in the house tonight, and he was actually leading the rookie championship this season. Probably has a big enough cushion to get it done, but yeah, missing from the field tonight. And Harding, he was unlucky not to get through, along with that 61 of Willie McLean, who now sits in P4, has worked his way past Matt Pluck. from the back.
Yeah, he is a man on a mission, isn't he?
Absolutely. A point to prove, perhaps, as he is on an absolute mission. Harding as well from the back row, well, second to back row is up to P8. So
Yeah.
how good
Here we
is
have
it?
a championship night, and we got some green flag running. Like, you know, we sort of as we go back to Kempe.
Oh.
And I'll tell you what, I'll give Kempe a shout out. I mean, you know, block your ears, Aaron, if you're in the chat watching, because you probably this is probably going to make your blood boil. Couldn't care though. No, in all honesty, you know, seeing someone come in for their first season, have a crack at it, and obviously Kempe, you know, he's had some good achievements and, you know, some good quali runs, and a guy coming from the comms box to jump in and start racing and have a crack at this. I think, you know, obviously hats off to him, and yeah, you know, like you get caught up in mistakes and you make mistakes, and then obviously some other stuff's not your fault and what sort of carrying. But I think he's had a good season, old Kempe. So hopefully we see him back in 2025 season 1. Have a crack.
Just there in the chat, someone tell Luke to stop being so good. You're not wrong. Look at that. We saw him moments ago work his way into the lead and has already etched out about a 1 second lead as he goes up the inside of that bright Toyota Prius of Jordeep Stubbs. A thing of beauty, that car, I tell you.
There's that Collins Automotive 72 Mustang up ahead of him there, Braden. Big pop. Making the move. He's just pushing Kyle Matthews out to the safer barrier there. Just going, hey buddy, just get out of my way.
And look at this race leader now in behind him. And, gets up the inside of the 72, gets that pass done. Well and truly now into lap traffic as we see Corey crossing down pit lane, Carl. So fairly early, I would have thought, to pull the pin to come down pit lane. Normally we see about the halfway point cars start coming down pit lane. So 52 laps in. Oh, Doherty into the fence. Saved it somehow. You saw the turn from the lap car, and he's got trouble hard into the fence again. The Pink Panther in trouble.
Is he going to get off the track? Or is he going to try and bring out a yellow here?
He's searching possibly for a way down as he lets the field through. Great driving there from the 313. Keeps it out of harm's way. He'll look to get himself down pit lane, no doubt about that. That was a hard hit with the fence. Contact with RC Brown.
Oh,
Tell you what, Corey crossing down pit lane early. That is interesting call. We'll go back. We'll get a replay. We could. I was going to say could be under caution, but nah, never mind that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I sort of don't mind if he runs the second stint on the set of tyres and fuel, Corey crossing a little bit longer. He might save himself some fresh tyres for then. Look at this, McLean and Simmons having a good old battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Simmons possibly has stopped. The pace that he just went through there, as we've seen him miss that replay.
Simmons still on P3.
Yeah, interesting. Big pace up the inside of 313 there. Yeah, done himself a mischief. Absolutely. So early race leader now finds himself down pit lane. Get back to Luke Dilworth and look at that. 2 second lead over Willie McLean from the back row. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can believe that, Brad, because that's just what's happened all season.
That is just outstanding, isn't it? That is outstanding. And at the moment, Simmons, well, he's going to hope for things to fall his way, because at the moment, a championship just a little bit out of grasp. And Matt Pluck as well. Currently 5 seconds behind as we hear some cars getting into the fence in the background. Look out. So interesting crossing to pull the pin nice and early. Obviously hurting on those tyres. Thanks for the follow. I guess that's John Truck, maybe. But at the moment, one hand on the trophy, Carl.
Yeah,
For Dilworth.
not far off half of race distance completed as well.
I can bring that up for you, Liam. 28 positions for Willie McLean, 26 for Bryce Harding. That is impressive. Barry Neal again has come to play up 23 spots up to P6. Matt Pluck and Kinton both up 14 apiece. And Scott Kinton again showing some good promise in that 145. Of course, out of the UK now resides in New Zealand, does Mr. Kinton.
I can guarantee you that Chicago Street Circuit will not be making a return to SMN ENSCAR Dragon. We did it one season, and no, Liam, no, don't rate it because it's not happening, and can tell you right now that is a no-go.
Is that up there with Satansville, you reckon, Carl? Is that right up there?
Oh look, from a commentary. Hey, I mean, you can boo all, you know.
I'll tell you what,
the
thing for me with street races, road courses, is that Colt Trickle backslide saves it. How good is that? The thing with those tracks is that we'll probably watch Luke Dilworth get out to about a 38-second lead and claim the victory, and maybe a few cars into the fence. Apart from that, probably not a very eventful race.
No, you won't see it. And if we go to Chicago Street Circuit, Brad, that's just pencil me in not to be there that night.
Yeah, we'll run out of time on the server, you reckon?
Yeah, no, we just won't even broadcast that night, mate.
Yeah, we'll park it up for the night. No.
See, big Ben Doherty in the chat. That's not gone well. No, is he? Have you maybe made it back out on track, Ben, or have you just gone? She's all good.
Just parked it for the night, perhaps.
Parked it for the night, yeah.
Pick him up.
No, look, Satanville's up there, like it's just an absolute ball ache. Ben Doherty, he's still in pit lane, probably getting some repairs done.
Yeah, we're going to see some stops fairly shortly.
Right front is munted.
From these lead cars, I feel it.
Give us a bit of an insight there, Ben. Were you out front, were you running really hard, trying to run the wheels off Dilworth's car, or were you just doing your own thing? Were you trying to bait those guys in, from a racing point of view? You just, but yeah, I see Wayne's made a bit of a push back up to the top 10 there, which is good to see. But yeah, I mean, look, Dilworth out to. Yeah, fair. That's more what I was sort of trying to do, I guess.
Seen some more stops here now. Michael Kent now down pit lane, and this is about when I thought we'd start seeing some pit stops rolling through, Carl. About that halfway point of the race, as we watch Corey Crossan. Of course, has stopped. The question is, how much time is he making on these leaders? Last time by for Crossan, a 33.493. Compare that to race leader of Dilworth, 34.360. So almost a second a lap at the moment.
Are you teasing something in the chat there, Ben? Is it confirmed that Dan H is coming back?
Oh man, how good would that be? Our inaugural champion header shide. Certainly been missed from the field this season. Dad.
Yeah, the wheel up top. Yellow's got to come out possibly if he doesn't move. Here it is. There it is.
Who was that?
Don't know, but they're up top in 1 and 2 on the fence. I'm assuming in reality. Hey, no, well, yeah. Hey, look, big.
Oh, you're joking. You're joking me. Was it Kempy?
Oh, I've just been praising the guy too.
Was it Kempy?
Watch this.
Kempy is a long way down. I'm going to have to check this out. We're going to stay live for now. I have got a report from Kempy, but it seems like it was a couple of laps ago, and he's left the building.
Here he is. Here he is. He's coming in here.
He has left the building. Let's get
Michael J. Kemp.
a replay up and let's see if we can figure this one out. What has gone wrong, Kempy? What the hell has unfolded, mate?
My pedals fucking disconnected and reconnected on me at like probably 60% throttle, and I was standing on the brakes to slow the cunt down, and yeah, that was it. Had to exit out and it just kept wanting to go. Didn't want to stop.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so that's not done.
Technical
Aye.
failure. Technical
Yeah.
failure.
Yeah, how good. This does mean one thing, Kempy. This means that the drinks are now being downed in the Sigma stables. So I get behind you bringing out a yellow.
Get amongst it, you reckon?
Yeah, too right. It's, yellow flag in the air, first caution of the night, Kempy, and mate, pit stops underway now. A lot of drivers would have been happy to see this. One man that probably would have been Corey Crossan. So
Yeah, well, I literally come in the pit lane the lap before it disconnected. Coming out of pit lane, they disconnected and reconnected on me, and the throttle stayed jammed. And yeah, she was a passenger from there, sadly.
and then that's it for yourself tonight. You've pulled the pin, obviously.
Yeah, waste of time. I'd need to try and figure it out. I've tried plugging them into the wheelbase and they still disconnect, so I definitely think the pedals are starting to die rather than a cable or something like that.
Oh, no deal. Gee, those pit stop times from the field is Scott Kinton, an interesting move, stays out on the track, does not come down pit lane.
Bizarre. Anyway, Kempy, while you're in here, son, are you committing to Season 1 2025 of ENSCAR?
I am.
Oh,
Good man. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. You heard it here first, folks. Aaron, if you're listening, there he is. You guys can continue your feud into the new year if you so choose.
What feud?
Yep. Oh, sorry. I mean friendship. Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Word. Yeah, friendships.
That's what
Kinton
all-
down
all-
pit lane now.
all jokes aside, no, that's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
And hey, you've got a huge target on your back if you're fronting up to this Winnie's Love series.
Oh, it's just another time I sent up to a race track. I got a target on my back, so it's just another week.
At least,
I'm making it my mission for however long these races are. If they be 12 laps, if they're 8 laps, if they're 20 laps, I'm just going to be an absolute menace to you. I'm going to just pick on you for 20 laps. It's going to be
That's
fun.
what it's all about, isn't it? Like,
Yes,
there's no point
absolutely.
flag racing it. It's just turn up, blow the shit to bits.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
this is what
we-
I want to hear. I want this to happen. I want to see
Yeah,
some
well-
rivalry
We'll make it
sorted.
happen.
Yeah, well, we might even go rogue and we'll just start picking on each other. Or we'll start picking on other people together. You know, like
Can
you
you
said.
hit each other in pit lane? Like, I'll just blow you straight out the end of pit lane and we'll just start it that way.
have your own race in pit lane. How good.
Oh, just wait for him to come out of the pit box and boom, just hard right into the pit fence and we'll just do it all over again.
Too right. Well, Kempy, mate, cheers for coming in for a chat, mate, not only tonight but also throughout the season. Hard luck on the outcome tonight, but roll on to the new season next year.
Yeah, bit of a bugger to end the season this way, but it is what it is. I've got slightly faster towards the end of the season, so I guess I can take that as a positive and try and carry it on into next season.
Awesome. Well, cheers again for joining us, mate. Looks like Hayden Kirk is about to join us in the comms box as well, so we'll leave you to
That's
it,
Hayden.
and I will have a chat to you after the racing if you're still around.
Yeah, I'll be in Discord down in the chat with the boys, so yeah, fucking drag us up for a shit talk.
Yeah, mate. Beautiful. Cheers, Kempy.
Sweet.
There we go. We'll drag Kirky in for a chat, eh?
Yeah, we'll get him in here. Of course, one of the contenders coming into tonight worked his way into the top 5, but Hayden, mate, doesn't look like you've had a very good run tonight.
No, I think we're going to have to rename your Kempy's Catastrophes to Kirky's Catastrophes. I think.
There you go, mate. What happened? What went wrong for you?
I just couldn't get the thing slowed, entry into pit lane, and just got loose and then smoked the pit lane tyre wall. So
Oh, boy.
Oh, so you did a Larson.
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah. I'm glad you guys didn't catch it. If I said nothing, you'd be none the
Well,
wiser.
we can. No, we can. We can. We can go back and look at it on a replay.
Yeah, we can search for that
We,
moment.
we might
We'll
even
just,
put it,
we'll just leave it there.
we might even go and put it on the highlight reel.
Oh, I mean, it's those pace of those boys. They're fast and they can save tire. I mean, straight after that, I don't know what happened to Xavier, and then we've got Corey trapped lap down. So it just kind of went from everyone minding their own business, saving tire, to just shit hit the fan.
You've obviously been sitting in the Discord with Matt Pluck and co, and how's he feeling about his start to the night?
I think it was a timely yellow for him because he was obviously about to come down for some fuel, and I think he can make it from home now. Luke's got pace and far above. It'll be interesting now that you have Willie and Bryce to deal with. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, still a long way to go. That was a big stint.
Yeah, absolutely, and I can tell you now, Matt Pluck has managed to put himself in front of Dilworth now. So we'll see how this all unfolds. 71 laps in, but as for yourself, Hayden, a top 5 making through to the final round, man. You know that's still going to be a pretty good achievement for yourself.
100%. No complaints from me, albeit I can only win at Talladega, so I'll take them any way they come. But yeah, like I said, this is a stacked field from like the top 15. Like it could have been anyway. We got the Sigma boys are a class, but you know it just takes one moment to change things completely. Really good season. Yeah, just a really strong field and good numbers every week. And as of course, when you're trying to chase people that are well faster, you're also trying to get better yourself, so it's only a good thing.
Yeah, too
We
right.
were talking about that briefly earlier in the broadcast there, Hayden, about, you know, just as the seasons have gone on, you know, the competitiveness and the skill level on the field just gotten better, and guys keep raising the bar, and even seeing guys, you know, when they first come in that were sort of a bit further down the pack, have really improved and started to make their way, you know, sort of up those ranks as well. And you know, even like this season with the Sigma guys is sort of setting the bar so high. I think everyone sort of naturally had to lift their game to try and be competitive, which is bringing out some good racing, and guys, and you know, keep turning up wanting to try and beat them and do better. So
100%, and I think that just I'm pretty sure we've had less cautions this season, and I didn't race last season, but there was substantially less yellows than the last time I raced. So not only the pace, but just the level of driving too. It's awesome.
sounds like we're gonna have to pencil you in to come back for 2025 season 1.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know about the summer. Summer she gets pretty hot down here in Dunners, but maybe the winter season we'll give it another crack.
Roger.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Hayden, for coming in for a chat, mate. Unfortunate way to end your season, but nonetheless, still made yourself in contention pretty much all the way to the end. So, yeah, congrats on that.
Yeah, happy days. Cheers, boys. Enjoy the rest of the race, and yeah, awesome calling from you guys. Big energy. Like that.
Awesome. Cheers. Okay, thoughts from Hayden Kirk as we now approach 76 laps of 130. Carl, thanks for the follow Pacific Esports Racing.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting to see how Harding and McClone just make themselves a bit of a nuisance for Pluck here. And obviously these guys well within their rights to get to the front to try and win a race. And yeah, I mean, obviously the championship drivers and Pluck and Dilworth there. So, you know, this is all going to can be a bit frustrating sitting in that 51 Toyota Camry and Matt Pluck when you're trying to deal with two Sigma drivers that are not in a championship run, but certainly making it difficult for him. As we see Dilworth with the run there. Is he going to get on the inside of Harding? He is going to get that job done. And oh, is that a slow bit of contact with Pluck?
Well,
As we go three wide through 1 and 2 here, Brad. Dilworth trying to make a run down the inside. Is he going to have the pace, or is Pluck just going to punch him down the inside here? And we're seeing McClone and Harding going head to head here. So Matt Pluck was in the middle of a Sigma sandwich, and Dilworth looking like he's going to take advantage of that and move on through. So we're seeing the lead for the race and a lead for a championship here, Brad. And look at the man in the background in that yellow and black Toyota Camry of Barry Neal, working his way from the back of the pack again, like he does most weeks, up to that pointy end to make himself known and just to go, hey guys, I'm here, don't forget about me.
Yeah, I tell you what, how good is this race shaping up right now, Matt Clark? He is up against it at the moment. She's a wall of Sigma cars at the moment, all running in a line, and Pluck all out there trying to contend for a championship by himself at the moment. No sign of any Kiwi Sim racing cars around him, but Simmons, we just saw a glimpse of him in the background. He's now into P11 and trying to fight his way back towards the front of this race. 80 laps in the books now of 130. Championship race for the ENSCAR Championship. And well, this is certainly far from done at the moment. The 51 of Matt Pluck is taking the fight to Sigma Sim Sports at the moment. Can he hold on to it? Can he try and get a bit of separation between him and Dilworth? Plenty to unfold in the last 50 laps of this one, Carl.
Absolutely, and like you say, still 50 laps to go. A lot of racing left to be done. A lot of water to go under the bridge here, folks. And we'll just sneak it in while we've got a chance. You can just feast your eyes on some good racing. But if you're watching on any other platform, we're over here on Twitch, THD_Brad. Come and hit that follow button. Bit of an unwritten rule this season. If you do hit that follow button for the first time, you do have to follow it up with a sub. So just remember that, otherwise it's bad luck. But no, come on over, have a chat with us, jump in the chat and get involved and chuck in there maybe who you want us to scan to, who your thoughts are to win, anything that we can get amongst, and just get involved in the championship evening and make it all happen.
Yeah, too right. Of course, plenty of other racing throughout the year that unfolds on this channel. Of course, the VRA Monday night will be getting into the closing stages of that Porsche Carrera Cup Championship. Of course, we missed Monday night due to unforeseen circumstances, but we will be back next Monday night for the last couple of rounds. Of course, Tuesday night, Kiwi Sim Racing will return as well with their 2-hour endurance series. So plenty of racing to come, along with the full contact mini stock series that I'm going to be running. Make sure you keep your eyes out on my Facebook page for that one. 6 weeks starting on the 3rd of November. That's right, full contact. It's sure to be a hell of a time, no doubt. We will be streaming that as well. That'll be kicking off on Sunday nights. Stu Russell, Mr. North Speedway commentator, will be in the house to call that action as Dilworth, in the meantime, takes the lead of the race, Carl, with Pluck in second.
I was just about to say that, Matt. I didn't want to interrupt you there with all those plugs there, but we see a change of the race lead and the championship lead. May it be here with Dilworth out front. So obviously this man, we saw what he did earlier in the race, being out front here. These guys are absolutely going hammer and tongs. We saw what he can do given some fresh air, and he managed to put over 2 seconds into P2. So just all eyes on that green Sigma Sim Sports car with the 51 of Matt Pluck in behind. I mean, these guys are absolutely just going at it together. McLoone involved up front for the race win. He'll want to come in, spoil the party, and have a little chat afterwards. It's probably his motivation. But look, Brad, I mean, we're getting into 45 laps to go, and these guys are not letting up. They're racing like it is lap 130, aren't they?
Yeah, how good is it? And it's shaping up to be an absolute ripper final at the moment. It's looking like it's going to come down between Pluck and Dilworth, but as we know, a caution could change everything. Simmons, another championship contender, now 6P8 in the race. Carl working his way back after what appears to be possibly a mistake down pit lane that shuffled him back a little bit. Quite sure
Yeah,
what
we
happened
can see a
there.
bit of comms come in. Poor Cozza is as sick as a dog, and his play didn't work out. So obviously the man's battling some sort of illness, and his strategy play didn't play off. So that's just when you're battling a bit of illness in a sim, or trying to get a race done and your strategy doesn't play out. That's also just adds to the frustration. So
Yeah, absolutely.
hopefully he can finish strong.
I tell you what, one thing next season that we need to get going, Carl, and that is some driver cams. Surely we can sort that out. I know Corey Crossan uses a driver cam over on his channel.
So Cozza Gaming, we'll just go and check in and see what Cozza's up to, actually.
Yeah, Cozza Gaming. Go give him a
Right,
follow on Twitch.
He's half nude if you want to get a little...
Trying to stay cool, eh?
what do they call it? OnlyFans. I'm going to put that as this. And only fans.
It's quite horrifying. There we go.
Is this an OnlyFans sim racing?
Yeah, surely we could get that going. We could get that going. Toes cam from Hayden Kirk in the chat there. Some feet pics going. Pluck, man, he is throwing everything at this one. 51, part of that Beige Brigade. Of course, Dylan Jordan was in contention to make the top 5, but I tell you what, Pluck and Kirk got through, and no doubt at the expense of Dylan Jordan. But Matt Pluck, he is just throwing the kitchen sink at this one. And at the moment, everything is against him. But as I said previously, knows how to get it done. Can he become a 2-times champion in the ENSCAR Championship? It's 40 laps to go in this one. It's one caution in the books. Don't encourage him.
Yeah, he did say if you donate enough money, he will get the toes cam going. So
there you go. So we check this battle still going here between Dilworth and Pluck. These two, they are putting on a show for us tonight. Anyone would think they're the only 2 cars on the track that's been following pretty much the whole race, but this, folks, is where your championship is sitting at the moment. Looking at that plate situation at the moment, Carl, Luke Yeager in P16. Trying to find where Mr. Luke Bradley is. P15. So they're following each other around.
big moment from Corey Crossan on stream there. All sorts of like crossed up through 3 and 4 brows. I'm watching his stream. He's done an absolute pearler of a job to keep that under control.
Yeah, you gotta love it. I don't know. I believe he was watching a bit earlier, Hayden. I'm not sure if he's still tuning in or not. But I'd say had a big enough lead in that ENSCAR, I mean in the Rookie Championship, sorry. So I'm just trying to bring up the plate situation in the background so we can keep an eye on what is going on there, Carl.
Yeah, I'm just catching up with some of the chat after being vacant from this one.
Teams Championship, I can tell you it looks like Sigma Sim Sports 2 pretty much had that in the bag before we came into tonight. Almost a 100-point lead over Kiwi Sim Racing Speed Nation, I believe. That will be Dylan Jordan and Matt Pluck. Possibly could lose that spot from Sigma Sim Sports 1 tonight, depending on where they fall. I'm not even sure who is in those teams, to be fair. I think Willie McQueen and Dilworth, surely they are part of that Sigma Sim Sports 2 team.
Yeah, well, look at this. We've got the Brighter Prius pulling down to the inside of the track. That is absolute gentlemanly like racing there. It's what we like to see. You know, lap cars get out of the way, they do their thing. get back in amongst the race and enjoy it. But we see Harding looking like he's going to draft Dilworth. Down that back straight, and is he going to get the job done on Puck? He is. Look at that. Bang. Into 3 and 4. Dilworth, championship lead. Back in favour. This is just like a bit of a to and fro, isn't it, Brad, really, with these guys here? They're just the lead of the race, the championship lead, and we see now Harding. What's he going to be able to do to get past Pluck?
Certainly unfolding at the moment for these drivers. But I can tell you, Carl, Caleb Beecroft, in fact, was leading the plate championship coming into tonight by 4 points over Luke Yeager. And at the moment, Caleb Beecroft sits P11. You go back to Luke Yeager back at P16. So at the moment,
He's got a 9-point deficit that he's got to make up in total.
yeah, looking like he's done that. Cole Trickle currently sits P10, and at this stage, he's probably done enough to get himself up into second in that championship if he can finish how it is.
Has Matt Pluck cooked his ties?
Well, it's starting to look like that, isn't it? He'll be hoping for maybe a late caution where he could try and work some miracles like he did last week, perhaps. For now, Dilworth starting to get a bit of separation between him and Pluck. Luke Bradley now down pit lane. So that has plate championship as well with Luke Bradley going down pit lane, so it's going to throw those points open again. Luke Bradley, of course, got penalised last week, Carl, which cost him, I believe he went into last week leading on those points in the plate.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen a stewards report, so it's a bit of a whoops for him, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, Luke Bradley, I'm fairly certain was leading until he got himself a bit of a penalty from last week's race. But out front, Willie McClune is your current race leader, the 61. He has come all the way from the rear of the grid. No doubt about it, is your biggest mover up 29 spots. Bryce Harding currently sits P3, he's up 28, and Barry Neal up 24, Matt Pluck up 14, and Scott Kinton continues that charge up 13 spots, currently sits at P13.
There you go. Right, here we go. Dilworth just sitting in behind, 30 to go, sitting in behind McEwen. Chopping Dilworth's nose off here as these guys start to navigate a little bit of lap traffic.
Yeah, Doherty there.
Doherty back out on track. There he is. Where's Stillborn tonight? Don't know, Kirky.
So internet issues. Internet playing up. Of course, Stillborn out of Nelson. Run some laps in a TQ, I believe, down there. So another speedway racer.
Yeah, a lot of speedway races jumping into ENSCAR.
Yeah, get behind it. Of course, Bryce Harding, a stock car driver. Luke Dilworth, former stock car driver. I think he had a bit of a dabble in a TQ as well. So, yeah, plenty of former or current speedway racers throughout the field.
Myself running a mini stock in a saloon car as well.
Yeah, how good. Dilworth certainly came into the race hot favourite, and at the moment playing out that way. Currently sits second in the race.
Excuse me, sorry. It's getting a little bit the island's getting a little bit heavy there, Brad, with the one caution. Managed to get ourselves to 27 to go, 100 laps, one caution.
Yeah, too right.
I honestly thought there might be a bit more action than this, but you know, we've been treated to some quality racing from these guys, and keeping it all nice and clean, and really letting this become a battle of pace, longevity, and strategy. So 27 laps to go, 26 laps to go here, Brad. Are we finished with cautions yet? Or do you think we're going to see another?
Oh, I think we're done with the cautions. I think we're racing to the finish here at Homestead, Miami. Luke Dilworth at the moment looking pretty comfortable, Carl. It's going to take a miracle, I feel. Or is that miracle the caution?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I feel like Dilworth, if he needs to sit and sprint on a set of tyres, he is going to be incredibly hard to catch.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this valiant fight back, or valiant, whatever the word is, how would I say it, whatever. Great fight back. Let's just fucking make it easy. Great fight back here from Xavier Simmons. Fuel is close with one stop, green flag runs.
Well, there you go. There you go. Could we see the need for a possible splash and dash, Carl, and that, well, yeah, that could throw things wide open again, as we're just currently watching Xavier Simmons, 6P6 in the race. At the moment, your third highest playoff driver, looking to possibly grab third in the championship. He won't say it's over till it is over. 24 laps still to run here. He has made a big charge after that possible error in pit stops. We didn't quite pick it up. But, fighting his way back.
Yeah, very good. Bit of mid-race sort of adversity with that yellow coming out at a slightly wrong time, but you know, as he's sort of boxed on and sort of back, caution needs to come now, or else a caution won't really matter. They will stay out most likely if it doesn't come up in the next 10. Yeah. Yeah,
I feel you're right there too, Liam. Get that feeling. Oh, Simmons there just brushes the wall. If any tyres are going to come into play, the caution's going to need to come out fairly shortly, or you're going to run out of time to make it charge towards the end of it.
So what do we, in terms of, this is probably a little bit more of a behind-the-scenes chat here, Brad, but what are we thinking? Race leader or race winner tonight in the top 3 of the podium in the championship interviews, or?
Yeah, I think we'll go top 3 in the championship, to be fair. So.
And race winner or not?
I feel that Dilworth's going to get the job done.
Right, okay, so 2 birds of the same stone.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Willie McLean at the moment certainly looking strong out front and is showing, you know, what could have been for the likes
to be fair,
of him and Harding, to be fair.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not wrong, Ben. To be fair, we've interviewed these guys enough, so probably, you know, interview someone else for a change.
Yeah, maybe Liam can get Willie's thoughts if he does win this. Does he want an interview? If not, we will just try and grab the top 3 in the championship and get their thoughts. Simmons may not turn up. We shall see.
Well, he's in the chat with them, so I'm assuming he's over the last few weeks. They say they've been sort of working together. So, again, Liam, tell Xavier he's required in the comms box.
See here, Cole
Post-race,
he's running.
if he finishes top 3.
He's running with Caleb Beecroft at the moment, your plate leader, and well, he can finish where he is, and he's going to become your plate champion in that 111 car out of that fast lane stables. As the 59 of Geordie Stubbs, Team Prius gets put another lap down, 2 laps down at the moment for Geordie Stubbs as well. It's a matter of what could have been for Big Pop. Possibly needed a bit more practice. Tell you what, that stop of Luke Bradley has put him a lap down. Cole Trickle in 9th at the moment is going to move to 2nd. Caleb Beecroft is going to take the point. Luke Yeager, you'd think, is going to finish 3rd in that plate championship if it was to finish in the current order.
Yes.
Oh!
Whoa! Simmons and Barry Neal. There you go.
And
Shoulders are out.
Almost moment there for Simmons. That was a close one. Facebook link in the chat.
So Duck Rain, get me a little drink here, Brad. Won't be long. Sorry.
Rude not to. 17 to go. The championship race. Luke Dilworth at the moment. He's gonna get it done. So close coming into the round of 5. Last week it was all on. Yeah, I won't tell Xavier. Yeah, probably good not to let Xavier know just yet. We don't want to put the mockers on him. Tell you what, Harding, he sits P3, our defending back-to-back champion, our first ever 2-time champion. He's sitting back, watching his teammates in front of him. Dilworth, one hand on the trophy, 16 to go. Well, what possibly could have been for Willie McClune, as he has been strong here at Homestead, Miami. Scott Kinton now finds himself up inside the top 10. This guy gets better and better each week. Gets caught up in a bit of bad luck, but tonight having a great run. Battling at the moment with Cole Trickle, that mellow yellow car. Things winding down, just 15 to go. There's 9:17 race time. And at this stage, we are on for an early finish to round out the season.
Oh, good. Rate it. Absolutely rate it.
Tell you what, another good thing about tonight, Cal, 30 cars still out there circulating. 32 started the race, just 2 cars falling by the wayside. One being Hayden Kirk, the other Mr. Kemp. But hell of a show put on all season by these guys.
Yeah, that's I don't know. Hats off to everyone that's fronted up for the 14 rounds, and you know, like you say, Brad, still 30 cars circulating, and you know, obviously hats off to the drivers, because obviously, you know, without these drivers, we wouldn't have a series to race in or broadcast or commentate. So, you know, obviously a big thank you has to go out to those 30 plus, nearly 40 drivers that have signed up and or participated in the season thus far. Wouldn't you agree, Brad?
Yeah, definitely, and to get 32 cars to the final show of the season is outstanding. So, yeah, big ups. Oh, yellow! Simmons in trouble. Championship contender has bought out the yellow with 12 to go. So have we got some late drama in this one?
Ooh, who have we got?
We know one thing we do know, Carl, in this series, yellows tend to breed yellows. So
They do.
let's just sit back, see what happens here. We heard it from Liam Wire early that you probably won't see too many of these lead cars come down pit lane, but I can tell you one thing, Matt Pluck in that 51, surely he is going to throw the dice here and look to come down pit lane, get some tyres and throw everything at the remaining laps of this race.
You have to come down pit lane if you're Dilworth, because you know, if Matt Pluck does it, you are a sitting duck. And
yeah, I tell you what, it's who goes down pit lane. If Pluck gets shuffled too far back, you're thinking 7-8 laps to go. Dilworth down pit lane. There you go, lead cars down pit lane, and a whole lot of traffic staying out, Carl.
oh, Matthew's in the background getting all sorts of crossed up.
Let's see what happens here. Who is going to get the race off pit lane? Any mistakes are going to be costly right now. Dilworth pulls it up on the spot. Picture perfect. Let's see what happens here. Tyres taken. Dilworth gets out. And it is the same order as they came down pit lane. So Paul McKenzie, now your race leader, out on older tyres. Carl, so you can take any thoughts of fuel coming into play out of the equation.
Well, well, well.
Are we on for a grandstand finish or what?
Yeah.
Surely we're going to get a grandstand finish. It's same Thomas McEwen out in front. I find that hard to believe. He's down pit lane at the moment.
Xavier, 11 minutes of optional repairs.
Oh. Well, that is going to be championship done for Simmons. Currently sits P17 in the order. And now it is going to be a scrap to the finish between the 51 of Pluck and the 63 of Dilworth. I'll tell you what, all season long, 13 rounds in the books, it's coming down to this. Let's see how this unfolds, Carl. Do we find a brand new ENSCAR champion, or is Pluck gonna log himself in the 2 times winners column?
You'd think Dilworth's going to be pretty hard to beat on fresh tyres, even though they're both on fresh sets. You'd think he's a lot of gas in the tank there to a lot of time up his sleeve.
I tell you what, these guys, they're going to be lining up right behind each other. So, man, this is going to be on. Paul McKenzie, a KSR Stables car, is going to start out of 1. Doesn't really matter what sort of start the rest of the field gets. There's only 2 cars right now that are going to matter come down to the finish line, and that is the 51 and the 63. Who is going to claim the championship tonight? Meantime, it looks like Colt Trickle leading in 9th. Well, up to 9th, sorry.
Paul McKenzie got the wave round? Oh no.
No, McKenzie
I
should
was
be
going to
right.
say, he took off.
I would say Luke Bradley had gone from the race, Carl. Luke Bradley, a DNF for the race. So, one of your plate contenders fallen by the wayside. Right now,
One of the championship contenders fallen by the wayside. Xavier Simmons too.
yeah, Simmons back in P18.
Buckle up, folks.
See the damage.
Buckle up, folks. 7 to go when we go green.
You got a feeling? I got a feeling this is going to be an absolute ripper finish. Who's going to be there at the line? Who's going to get it done? It's 8 to go. It'll be 7 next time by. The pace car moves down pit lane. Let's go back racing. Championship race time. McKenzie gets us back underway.
Here they all go climbing in. McClune into the wall.
And look at this run from the 51. Gets to the inside of Dilworth. Here we go. Harding looks to block the run, but the 51 of Pluck. What has gone wrong for Dilworth? Pluck into second. Dilworth into the fence again. The championship is on the line. 7 to go. What happened to the 63? Pluck in the 51.
Speechless.
That is huge. Barry Neal. Now, there's a car out in the background. Was that Kinton? Scott Kinton's around. There's drama.
Huge crash.
Late drama again, Carl. We're going to get a green-white checker. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, this is going to be sensational. I tell you, we are in for an absolute ripper finish here. We'll go back
Someone's
See,
playing first-person shooter because we're blowing up in the comms box and we gave him the fright of his life. Get amongst it. This is what happens in the THD comms box when everything goes south.
let's see. Oh, there it is. Contact between James and the 3016 Kinton. Gets into him. Westbury gets into him. Kinton around. Oh, and there's more contact further back. And we are under yellow. 6 to go in the championship race. I called it, Carl. Late drama. We are getting it. We are getting it. This is set for a sensational finish. Green, white checker finish coming at you, surely.
Oh, sink your lips around this one.
Oh, this is going to be on. You feel it now. Elbows out. This is what it's all about. The championship race, 13 weeks. We've come down to this. We're going to get a green-white checker. We'll get one crack at it.
Sorry, Kirky, I meant teeth. It's just the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know. I'm losing the plot up here. I don't know where to look. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm just a little bit flustered, to be honest. Just everything's all happening.
Yeah, you got to love it. You've absolutely got to love it. This is going to be one of the better finishes in the ENSCAR Championship. You can feel it. Who's going to get it done? Is it going to be the 51? Will it be the 63? Everyone else at this stage well and truly out of contention. Simmons down in 19. Not a chance left. Kirk DNF'd from the race. Corey Crossan battling away. Still out there, I believe. Currently sits P18. Oh, this is on.
This is on.
You have got to love it. We ran green for so long, Carl. And all of a sudden, late drama in the race. And well, what a way to round out the season. Who is going to get the job done here? ENSCAR Championship. It is throwing everything at these drivers tonight. Let's see what happens. Dilworth, he will be hoping for a much better restart than what he got last time. Just was left dead and buried. The 51 of Pluck got a massive run. Pluck this time, you'll be starting to the outside. You'd expect a bit of comms between the 79 and the 63. But Barry Neal, he is going to line up behind the 51.
We're going to have Sigma line astern.
This is going to be on. Yeah, Willie McClune, he's going to start third back on the inside as well. So like you said, Carl, a 1, 3, 5 restart for Sigma. Again, the 51 of Pluck, the lone wolf at the moment. He'll start to the outside of the 79 as he uses the whole track to warm those tyres.
The old Ryko performance up and down on the apron to warm the tyres up, that one.
Yeah, get amongst it. Get amongst it. Well, this is what we've worked towards. The lights now off on the safety car. One more time around the circuit. We'll get back racing. We will find ourselves an ENSCAR champion. Let's just hope we don't get another yellow, Carl.
Wow.
We do not want to finish this under caution. Tell you what, Deepak Gregory, currently in 12th. Great run from him tonight.
Yeah, Chris Robertson, top 10. Van Buljon back up into the top 10 in P7.
Yeah. And that top 10 finish for
can
Cole Trickle, that's going to lock himself in second in that plate championship too. So.
I can feel it, Brad. Just the intensity is just building.
It's on.
It is on.
What is going
So
through?
Sigma 1, 2, 3 in a row. Look at that. I mean, what are we going to see from this?
Yeah, what's going through
Just
the
the
minds
start.
right now, the chat on the Discord channels. The 51, he's going to have to try and read this restart. The safety car, he'll pull down pit lane and we're going to go back racing. Green-white checker here at Homestead, Miami to decide the ENSCAR Championship. brilliant restart from those Sigma guys. They look to push the 51 out of it. And it is now down to the line, 63 or 51. Who's going to get it done? Pluck fighting back, looking for a run up the inside. Next time by, we're going to see the white flag. Sigma at the moment, 1, 2 and 3 in the race. Has the 51 got anything for Dilworth? White flag in the air, 1 to go in Season 2, 2024. Dilworth at the moment in the box seat. We're going to go 3 wide. Pluck's going to look for a run up the inside. Can he get it done? Pressure on now. One time. Oh, mistake from Harding. In the fence. The 61 of McClune trying to take the 51 out of the equation. And Dilworth is got to get it done at Homestead, Miami. Lock him in, ENSCAR champion for Season 2, 2024. There's cars round in the background, but Dilworth gets the job done and is your new ENSCAR champion.
Well, Brad, I just had to sit back and just take that all in while you just took the lead there and called that one home, and crikey.
Yeah,
what a finish, man.
absolutely.
I lost for words, heart's racing. Like, you just sit back and watch that green-white checker, and, you know, the gloves were off, and, yeah.
Yeah, great job. And you
it's,
nailed it, Aaron Gray, the most consistent driver this season. You cannot take it away from this man. 6 race wins, now making that 7. Just got through to the top 5 after some unfortunate incidents last week, but this week showing why he has been so good all season, and he has done the job and locked in the champion for Season 2, 2024. As he celebrates, he's going to blow those rears into absolute smithereens. We'll stand by, see who we get in the comms box for a chat in this one. Matt Clark has joined us. We'll get his thoughts on this race. Hopefully Simmons possibly join us in the chat as well. Simmons, he's going to take out P3 in the overall championship.
So here we do. We got the top 3 in the championship coming in for a chat, and Caleb Beecroft for the plate, Brad. So yeah, we'll just wait for those guys to turn up. We do have Matt Pluck sitting there waiting to go.
I'll tell you what, there must be other cars doing skins at the moment. Willie McClune lines up next to his teammate. Well, Willie McClune just missed the opportunity to make the top 5 last week, but again, another solid performance from him tonight. I tell you what, Barry Neal comes home P3, a great drive from the back again, and well, it's almost a case of what could have been. Barry Neal again, he turned up to every round. No doubt he is going to throw himself in contention. So we'll just stand by for some of these guys, and we'll drag Matt in and get things rolling, Carl?
Get it out of the way, mate. Let's go.
Well, the 51 in the house, Matt Pluck. Matt, well, mate, what a championship race. Through absolutely everything at Dilworth in those closing stages. Just couldn't quite get it done, but P2 for the season, man, after what looked like it was dead and buried going into last week. You got to be happy with that performance.
Yeah. I mean, I probably shouldn't have been in the top 5, so to make it this far and get second, you know, it's a good result. But yeah, I mean, Luke's been the form driver all season, and I didn't really have anything for him tonight. That like caution made it a little bit more interesting for you guys, at least on the stream. But I feel he pretty much had me covered tonight.
Yeah, it certainly did add to the entertainment, Matt. But made it look like on the previous restart you had a bit for Luke, held him out for a little while, but ultimately, I think at the end there, the Sigma train got you a bit.
he got a little bit loose off 2 on their previous restart, so I managed to get in front. But I mean, there's still 10 to go or so, and I still had Willie in front of me, I think. So it was far from done. But yeah, I mean, it's a shame there wasn't more green white checkers, for the final round. It would have been good to. Well, I'm saying they finished under green anyway, but it was awesome to have such a long green flag race. To be fair, those guys were quicker overall for the stint. I had nothing for them in that second stint on those last kind of 20 laps or so, but so it's awesome to see kind of the standard of driving increase, and but we're getting 2 or 3 cautions a week now, and lots of green flag, which is really cool.
Yeah, certainly is, and good to see. I know I mentioned it a few times throughout the night tonight, but 32 cars starting the final round of the championship. Again, that's a massive credit to everyone who's got themselves involved in this championship. And mate, we hopefully, from a commentator's point of view, hopefully everyone's going to come back for another crack at it next year.
Yeah, that's absolutely mega. Like participation normally drops off big time, and I don't know the exact numbers, but I know in previous seasons, last round you're scrapping 20 odd cars together. So to pull out 32 for the final round, that's awesome. I know there's a couple of weeks this season where we're oversubscribed, so and they went the first round. They're in the middle of the season, so hats off to everyone involved, and obviously Wayne and the team, and everyone who's kind of, and not just everyone who's joined, but everyone who's got their mate to join and a teammate to join, and kind of bring everyone along for the ride. It's really boosted the field, and it's awesome to see.
Yeah, too right. Well, Matt, mate, second in the championship for season 2, 2024. Hey, still, in the quality lineup that we've had this season, a great achievement, mate. So while you're in here, shout out to your sponsors. Anyone else you wanted to thank?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little disappointed in the fact that I've been second for the last 3 seasons now. Yeah, a third or fifth or something would be nice. Just mix it up. But hey, 3 seconds. Yeah, hey, I just thank the Kiwi Sim Racing guys, Speed Nation, InspireNet, Sim Motorsport New Zealand, Wayne and Justin, and you guys in the comments box, Brad and Carl. Obviously, NZ Sim Racing TV. And THD_Brad on Twitch, and just everyone involved. But all the drivers, they've stuck it out the whole season. Even guys who like Kempe, who didn't have a good run, but they still kept turning up each week. So it's really cool to see. So good stuff, guys.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for coming in for a chat with us, Matt, and mate, hopefully we see you back next year for another round.
Yeah, I'm going to make the most of having a few Wednesdays free for a wee while. Recharge over Christmas, and then we'll see where we are next year.
Yeah, too right. Awesome. Cheers, Matt.
Cheers.
I'll tell you what, Carl, I got a bit excited, but carried away, mate. I thought Simmons got the job done for third overall in the championship, but I'll tell you what, Corey Crossan, man in that number 15 machine, somehow managed to get those late race passes done, and mate, third overall in the championship. From what I'm hearing, mate, you could almost done an OnlyFans stream tonight, but Corey, mate, struggling with illness, third overall in the championship. Congratulations.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, to be honest. I didn't even jump in here because I thought, we've got nowhere. But yeah, definitely OnlyFans, Twitch streams, that's what we're up to now. That's how we get the real money. Come along and say g'day.
Can you change it from Cozza Gaming to the Shirtless Sim Racer?
Ooh, we could be talking turkey there.
But mate, hey,
man,
look, huge achievement, I guess, for yourself. I know as we built into this ENSCAR Championship, I believe you done the truck series before this one, and you sort of stuck out in that series. I'm fairly certain it was the truck one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had you down as a possible top 3 finish, and I tell you what, you've delivered.
Yeah, mate, I tell you, I'm just winging it every week. We just we do put in a lot of practice, hey, but there's still a lot of winging it going on.
Yeah, I see your lives every Saturday night when the NIS race comes around, by the way, so I know you're getting the practice in.
Oh, definitely, but I still, most of the time, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I tell you what, it is, to be fair, it's it's certainly what has made you guys stand out from the rest. I guess the whole Sigma team, the amount of practice that you do pre-race, has put all of you guys in a good position this season. And well, first and third in the championship, you can't complain, can you?
No, that's just it. That's just it. So yeah, we'll hopefully we'll bring it back next season and see if we can do it all over again.
Yeah, too right, because that's three championships in a row for Sigma now. So, mate, on the podium for this year, and hey, look, possibly go a step higher or two next season. We'll find out. Hopefully, all you guys get back for another round. But while you're in here, mate, shout out to your sponsors. Anyone else you wanted to thank?
Just the Sigma boys and of course Dirt FX for the designs and paints and what have you that they do for us, and yeah, that's about it. And if you're watching and you feel like sponsoring an almighty fast team that seems to be in here promoting people all the time, get on board.
Yeah, too right. Too right. Well, cheers, Corey, for coming in for a chat, mate. Congrats again on your third place overall for the season.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
Yeah, cheers. There you go. Thoughts from Corey Crossan. And, well, now, I think without further ado, Carl, we'll get in our brand new ENSCAR champion. It has been an absolutely convincing season from this man, Luke Dilworth. 6 wins leading into tonight, make it 7 after tonight, and claiming that championship in style. Luke, mate, what an effort. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to finish the season off well. It started hard on the wheels because we got off to some Sunday day started to do, but we managed to get it going and kept the momentum up, which is nice, and got it done.
Yeah, you speak about wheels falling off, and man, it came ever so close last week. Obviously, the week before, jetting yourselves off to Bathurst, put yourselves in a bit of a, what do you call it, a bit of a odd situation, I guess, after being so convincing throughout the season. But, mate, to claim it like you have tonight, and I guess one of your teammates, Willie McLean, so close to making that top 5, coming home 1-2 in that championship chase, and or race, I should say, tonight, and Corey Crossan obviously getting himself into the podium. It's certainly been a big team effort throughout the whole season.
Yeah, I can't thank those boys enough. We push each other every week. I love racing against them, and they're definitely the biggest competition when it comes to wanting to beat them. You never want to come second to your teammate. But it's always enjoyable racing them, and yeah, hopefully we can carry on doing it.
It's quite funny that you say that, because just now in the chat there, Wally definitely tried to steal the win off you tonight because he's bloody sick of seeing you winning. So, mate, certainly good to see a bit of, inter-team rivalry going on out there. But, hey, it certainly has been your season this year, certainly convincing throughout most of the race nights. And, it was a bit of a shock not to see you on the podium throughout a race weekend. So, big congratulations on claiming your maiden ENSCAR championship.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks to you guys for doing what you do as well. It would have been an interesting stream tonight. Hopefully you had a bit of drama involved.
Yeah, it certainly was.
I know the heart rate definitely got up for that last restart, but it was good. It was enjoyable.
Yeah, awesome. Well, again, Luke, congrats, mate. Anyone else you wanted to drop a quick thank you to?
Just Cole at Dirt FX. Hopefully he's taking a bit of a break from doing what he does. Hopefully he'll be back for us for possibly for a refresh, maybe if for next season if it comes to that. And Ethan and Vulcan having his name on our car, and then all the Sigma boys for battling it out every week and putting in the time.
Yeah,
it's enjoyable.
I'll tell you.
To Wayne.
Yeah,
to Wayne and his team for running the league, and then obviously the season sponsors that have done their part to keep the league going and making it as enjoyable as it is.
Yeah, too right. And I'll tell you one thing, Luke, you've won the championship now, mate. You have to come back next season and try and go back-to-back like your teammate Harding and etch yourself into those history books as well. Of course, you've done that tonight with claiming yourself a championship, but mate, surely we see the crew back for a possible back-to-back championship.
Yeah, I think we'll be back. As much as we say that it'd be nice to take a season off, we get to the start of the season and then we convince ourselves that so why not?
Yeah, too right. Well, anyway, thanks for coming in for a chat with us, not only tonight but throughout the whole season, Luke. Mate, congrats again on what is definitely a deserved championship this season.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, and also congrats to Caleb for winning the plate championship, and then also Ben. Unfortunately, he wasn't here tonight due to some internet issues, but I think he won the Rookie of the Year, which was quite cool.
Yeah, pretty
and obviously
sure.
awesome to take away the team's championship too and steal that back from KSR.
Yeah,
so
too right. And tell
it's
me
always good.
quickly before you go, was that with Willie McLean?
It was, yeah.
Awesome. Well, cheers again, Luke, and again, mate, congrats.
Thanks, fellas.
Cheers. Yeah, thoughts from our champion winner. And of course, a couple more interviews to go. It won't be long to go. Stick around for these ones. Caleb Beecroft, mate, you've been around for a few seasons now, and now etched yourself into the winners column, our brand new plate champion. Congrats on the season.
Thank you. Yeah, really appreciate that. It's nice having 2 championships to run for, especially when you're not in the main one, because although they're all fighting for their thing, I've got my own little battle ongoing against the guys I was racing with, and luckily for us, it's all points-based rather than where you finish. So I was sitting there calculating how many gaps I could be beaten by the other guys around me, but luckily the pit stop right on halfway kind of gave me a free tick because half the guys I was battling got quarter lap down, which is exactly what happened to me last week. So, yes, it turned the favour from last week, so really, really happy with that.
Yeah, too right. And well, I think to be fair, that's what makes this championship so good, and what keeps the numbers strong towards the end of the season, and that is that plate championship. So many of yous went into tonight with in contention to claim that championship, but mate, yourself rose to the top of that table, coming home P7, and what was a brilliant performance from yourself, and claiming that plate championship course off co-commentator Carl Nedler here.
Yeah, it's good, especially with Sigma guys, because it's pretty much you're battling them every week, aren't you? I think they won 95% of the races this year, so it's good that I can race my own little championship, because there's no chance I'm beating them on merit unless it's Talladega. So yeah, I'll take it. Ready for next year to hopefully be in the main playoffs.
Yeah, too right, and we build to that one obviously next year, and we come towards the end of a season, and I tell you what, I know myself already looking forward to a new season of ENSCAR Championship. It seems to be one of the best NASCAR championships in the Southern Hemisphere, to be fair, keeping big numbers all the way through the season, which is fairly key to success. But Caleb, mate, plate champion, while you're in here, want to shout out your sponsors or anyone else you wanted to thank?
Yeah, definitely Xavier at Fastlane. He's kind of leading around a bunch of children half the time. We're so complacent, but it's good. So SP Tools, 17RC, Sidebite Media, especially Sidebite Media. He does a lot for us. And then I believe that's it. We've got a few that I'm missing, but that's the ones I know of, so we'll go with that.
Yeah, too right. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in for a chat with us, Caleb, and congrats on that plate championship, mate, and we look forward to seeing you back Season 1, 2025.
So do I. Cheers, boys.
Cheers. Well, Carl,
one more to go.
One more to go, mate. We'll get in our the man who keeps this championship running throughout the seasons, and a combined effort, obviously, for himself and Justin Allen and everyone else involved behind the scenes, but it is Mr. Wayne Van Biljon. Wayne, mate, welcome into the comms box, and what I will call another successful season of ENSCAR racing.
Yeah, thanks guys. No, Magic season. It's been really good. Really pleased with that final. I thought that was pretty good going. A little bit of green flag running, and then a little bit of nerves at the end when it was all brought back together. It was nicely poised for a good finish.
Yeah, absolutely, certainly was. And mate, late drama in that one with a green-white checker, everything on the line. But to be fair, a deserved winner in Luke Dilworth. He has been the standout this season, claimed 50% of the victories, I believe now, 7 out of 14 rounds. So, yeah, the man to beat certainly coming into tonight, but getting it done.
Oh, that'll be good. We would have broken a few records there because I think if he's taken 7 wins, that would make him the most single-season prolific driver. That would have knocked Dan H off that perch. So Dan's gonna have to set up his rig again and come back and fight back for his records. But yeah, no, yeah, I mean, Luke's had an amazing season. I think all the Sigma guys have been really fast. Lots of talk about them putting in good practice and stuff, and really putting in the effort. So yeah, you're probably right. Probably the most deserved winners. And Luke's been, last year I think he could only race every second week. So the fact that he's been here for a full season just goes to show what a full season together can do. So yeah, awesome for him. That's what's that, 3 years in a row in a Sigma stable. So they'll be a pretty pleased crew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
certainly is. Harding taking out 2 wins, and now Dilworth etching his name into that champions list.
Yeah, I think Willie McLean will be etching next, won't he? Or Corey?
Yeah, absolutely. Willie McLean, I think, one of the unfortunate drivers this season. He certainly showed plenty of pace throughout the year, and just missing out on that top 5. But mate, it's been, from my view, a very, very successful season coming into tonight. An average of 38 drivers starting each round, and 32 for that final round. I know we were talking earlier in our group message chat there, and yeah, I stand by those words, and I think it is one of the more successful series that's been run at the moment as far as numbers turning up throughout the whole season.
Yeah, I think it's a combination, right? I think it's the drivers make the series. That a lot of the way that they choose to race, and if you talk to a lot of the drivers, there's a lot of they like the community. There's not a lot of drama. Everybody races pretty well around each other. Everybody's raced around each other for a long time, so we're all getting used to each other, which helps with less silly incidents. Good hard racing. So yeah, it's been awesome. I think I'm pretty proud of where we've got to. This is our strongest average field number in the 6 seasons we've run. It's still running pretty clean. If you think that we had stats here that 80% of it was green flag. We've extended the races, so we've brought in different competitions just to keep everybody interested. So yeah, it's been awesome to see that it keeps growing and growing, and I guess we're at the point now where we're we're almost capping it because it's getting that much demand. But yeah, very pleased with where it's got to.
Yeah, too right. Certainly seems to keep growing each season that goes by, and man, it is no doubt due to a combined effort from everyone chipping in and making the series come to life.
I think it's good. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be probably the formula that we've got for it now in terms of the offering, how we race, the rules. I think that's all pretty stable and set, and the track combinations and stuff are good. I think we've got an awesome broadcast, Brad. Credit to you. This this is a big part of the draw, I reckon, is that we have this really cool broadcast. A lot of people go back and watch it afterwards, and it's run professionally and it looks awesome. It's probably about as close as we're all going to get to a real NASCAR experience, right? Which is great. And then I just think then the third part of that is the drivers, right? They're turning up every week. They're coming and they're racing. They're being good about it. And that formula altogether seems to be working for us, right?
Yeah, too right. It's been spoken several times. That plate championship certainly helps with providing the numbers throughout the whole season, and you touch on the stream side of things, and man, I'm going to sit back and say right now that it is not going to be possible without Carl's help week in, week out. Josh Henderson, he came in for a round as well, and without these guys coming into the comms box and helping, it certainly isn't going to be possible. So, man, I've got to say a big shout out to those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I'll just run through a couple of things if I can, Brad.
Go, take it away.
Yeah, I think first I just wanted to start off with what I said there. Thanks to all the drivers. Thanks for everybody that turned up week in, week out. It's those guys that make this league. It's a great bunch of people. I really enjoy racing with everyone. There's some good banter, and we have more good times than bad times, which is what I appreciate. Everybody makes it what it is. This is all the first season we've run with sponsors, right? So I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody that came on board as a sponsor this year. Active Plus Harwick, which was our main sponsor for the season, and then all the individual sponsors, right? Superior Lawn Solutions, InspireNet, KSR, Speed Nation, Ben Doty under the KSR banner that took a couple of rounds sponsorship, OKMS Media, Edgemont Industrial, you guys, Brad, THD Some Sports Productions, SP Tools, Fastlane Esports, the Racing Depot, Fortress Resistors, and Strasbourg Designs. Really appreciate them all coming on board. It helped us create a little bit of a different flavor for each week, and made it look a little bit different and changed it up. And I'm hoping they all got their value out of it. To you guys, Brad, our broadcaster mate, you're a massive part of this community. Don't underplay how important you are to us. We are as important to you as you are to us, in my opinion. So we couldn't do this without you. And a massive thank you for all the effort and everything you put in behind the scenes. To the casters that help you, Carl, who I miss having on the track next to me, but he really does. You guys have got a lot of chemistry in the broadcast, and it's always great to go back and watch. You're both super knowledgeable. Jordan, who's helped out, just give him his shout out as well. Appreciate that he's helped out when he has. And then just going to end admin, Justin is as massive for the league. I think between yourself, Brad, Justin, and two of the biggest supporters I have in terms of keeping this league where it is and making it what it is. Justin does a massive amount in the background, and I'm going to be straight up and say it wouldn't be possible without him. So big shout out to Justin. And then just to everybody's friends, family, and supporters that let all of us boys sit on a Wednesday, take away the time away from their family, indulge in our hobby. Big thank you to everybody there, and looking forward to having everybody around again next season.
Yeah, too right. And Wayne, as we move forward to the end of the year and into the new year, anything in the pipes for some Motorsport New Zealand? Are we looking at another Summer Cup perhaps, or anything like that?
Yeah, we'll definitely chuck up a Summer Cup. We'll probably this time around, it'll be Summer Cup under the title, but we'll probably go around and chat to the community to see what they want to race to do something different rather than being prescriptive. I know there's a couple of short track series coming up on Mondays, and your one on Sunday, Brad, the mini stocks that you're going to do, which I'm pretty excited to join. So we'll put out to the community so they don't get bored on a Wednesday, run for a couple of weeks through November, and then we'll all go and have a nice December break. And everybody should actually be out at the actual dirt track watching stuff, right? So nothing firmed up yet, but there will be something.
Yeah, awesome. Well, from myself, Wayne, I personally would like to say thanks for all the effort that goes into the series. I know a lot of work goes on in the background between stewards' reports, organising the race meetings and everything. I know a lot of work goes in, so to everyone that's organised this whole ENSCAR championship at some Motorsport New Zealand, big shout out to you guys. Massive shout out to you, Carl, mate, coming in, week out, and parking the race car up and joining me in the comms box, mate. Wayne touched on that chemistry. I feel it certainly works as far as the ENSCAR streams go, and man, hopefully we can get you back for another season next year.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, it's been a pleasure, Brad, as well. I'm a man of my word. I said if I'd won that plate championship, I'd come back and do the second season with you. And in all honesty, it's been a privilege. It's been enjoyable, and that chemistry that Wayne spoke about, it sort of just thrived in those moments where all those big moments happen. The big one happens, and we feed off each other, and it's been good. It's been a pleasure and a privilege, like I say. So, I mean, I get a huge enjoyment out of sitting in the comms box with you and calling these races and the broadcast and sharing the time up here, and just like Wayne said, thank you. Like, it wouldn't be possible without these guys turning up. We wouldn't, the drivers and even the guys that come in, watch through Twitch or other platforms. If we didn't have that support and the drivers, then we wouldn't be able to do a broadcast. So obviously, thank you to all them. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, we might have to talk behind the scenes about what season 1 2025 looks like, Brad. But
yeah, get a new contract out, you reckon? Chat about
we'll just see what happens after Christmas, mate.
Yeah, chat about it over some beers at Bay Park, you reckon?
Oh, yeah. No, okay, now you're talking.
Well, there you go, folks. Well, that about that about wraps things up, doesn't it, Wayne? Anything else you wanted to add, mate?
No, that's awesome, Brad. Have a nice break, everyone. We'll see you all in a couple of months' time.
Yeah, too right. Thanks to everyone who has tuned in throughout the season for each round and got behind the stream. Anyone who's subbed, follow the channel. It certainly is all appreciated. If you want to head over, check out where all this racing is unfolding, hit that link now in the chat. Sim Motorsport New Zealand Facebook page. Get yourself involved in a bit of Summer Cup racing and possibly book yourself in the lineup for the ENSCAR Championship Season 1 2025. Until then, a big thank you again to everyone involved in the series, all the drivers who have turned up week in, week out, all the sponsors who have chipped in to make this whole series possible. And yeah, from us in the comms box, we will catch you all again, Season 1 2025 in the ENSCAR Championship. Until then, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the year, the break and the off season, and we'll see you back next year.